I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. The sad eyes, don't be discouraged or realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you can call me out, because you know I'll be there. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you can call me out, because you know I'll be there. But I see your true colors shining through. I'll see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful.
Creative spirits mingle, and of course, there's a story to go with everything. Our show, Painted Sounds Tonight, features artists and writers together who created from each other's inspiration. Now we will hear from some of these collaborators who will tell their stories of how they came up with their creations and their inspirations.
Pat's eyes grew large, and she looked at me and she said, "Barbara, do you realize that my father was a fireman?" Well, it was a goosebump moment for all three of us, but a collaboration was born. Two pen women came together, and I give you, with great pride, my collaborator, Pat Black Gould, who will tell you the rest of the story.
So that immediately it was a New York landscape, New York picture of a fire escape, and being born just across the river from New York, I was like, of course I wrote this, you know. The fireman. My mother would wake up at night, often very late. She would pack us into the car in our pajamas. We would drive downtown, not stopping until the street to the side would call to us, and the heat from the red-orange flames warmed our chill bodies. I never understood understood how my mother knew where to go each time. But she only did back then, before computers, smartphones, or social media. Guided only by love, she would find me amongst the others, my father, weighted down by his heavy coat and helmet, always covered in soot, ascending or descending the fire escape, sometimes carrying a squirming child, other times a lifeless body, a hardened man at times, smoke-blackened, ribbon-faced, where tears of sadness mourn the losses.
Fireflies are unique creatures. I don't know, I really haven't seen any here, but I spent most of my life in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So in June was firefly season. All of the fireflies, not as just insects, but as circles of light that were almost spiritual, were spiritual, and were descending into the heavens. It's called Where Fireflies Reign, and it's by Janice Burns. At dusk, when light and shadows merge, and whippoorwill sings a daylight dirge, when darkness creeps and twilight cowers, and crickets herald the tenebrous hour, the heaviness of day dissolves as weary thoughts become absolved and drift off in a jasmine breeze that stirs the greening baby leaves. And as the nighttime covers day, my jumbled mind is held at bay.
This is what I came up with. It's a mixed media piece, and I just fell in love with her poem. And I am normally a person who paints women's faces really close up and sort of abstract. And her poems just take me out of my comfort zone and challenge me. And so this was a challenge for me. And I hope that she loved it, and I was amazed that she does. It just surprised me how much that she does like it. So I'm going to let her read the poem, and I hope you can see where my inspiration came from the poem.
Quiet, contemplating with dabs of gray among the silver, the silent moon drifts in the night, smiling as if holding a secret. Many dreams begun and died, with hopes, wishes, desires, all tug at my heart in remembrance, with my aging over the years. I reach out to touch the elusive pearl, yet it moves farther away and hides among the stars. I try to follow where angels reside, a light to somewhere, nowhere, anywhere, where I held hands, loved and hated. Ages of time and tirelessly young, when I die, the silver moon will watch over me, keeping my secrets forever. Carol, I think you painted my words beautifully.
Fortunately, most of us are not mathematicians, and art does not just have one correct answer. To me, emotional breakup was something that when there's a scar or a break or a change, something good can happen. Fortunately for me, Christine saw something completely different.
So I am Christine Salome, and I'm going to read my poem and tell you a little bit about it. Ok. Retour à la lumière, comme une plaie béante d'une souffrance immense. Une fissure toutefois nécessaire pour exulter et accueillir la vie. Back to the light, as a gaping wound of immense suffering. A crack, however, necessary to exult and to welcome life. I saw in Kelly's painting the cataclysm I faced the last 2 years when I went through the sudden death of my mom in September 2016 and of my dad last July. I touched the bottom and the light passed. To expand our light at the fullest in order to share it and becoming each of us a source of love for the entire world. Thank you for your attention.
He
painting of a turtle based on a pouring where I had not put much detail in. And I implored, I reached the other way. Instead of looking for poetry, I was not going to quit working on this turtle. So I reached out to see who I might inspire. And I shared a phone picture I had of my progress. And I shared it to Diana, and she said, "This inspires me." And I found it became a two-way street because I was only partway done. She was so inspired, she wrote the poem like crazy immediately. So I referred to her poem for inspiration while I finished my painting.
I always had a fondness for turtles. I had a dream one time, and the dream of the turtle just stayed with me my whole life. I always felt like it had a great meaning, and that's a long personal story. It's called Sage of the Sea, and I have an alternate title too called Turtle Journey Legend. Light streaming, blue-green ribbons of color, flowing upper and lower realm, she glides, ancient wisdom, navigation, determination, her lovely creation. Unaware of generations of walking peoples who gave her thanks for beginning, unknown brave journey from lowest depth, ocean, gathering more earth, to lay at the feet of drumming dancers in rhythm, magnificent planet Earth built, myriads of colors, generous creation, laid out through eternity. She swims.
Notice the origami glazes on your table. She collaborated with our theme with the essence of Penn women to see music, photography, writing, and art. These were all sent. They were created by her and nailed down. And if you want to know about an intrinsic, kind of a crazy, eerie coincidence, every one of her flowers happens to match the placemat that I already purchased. Thank you to Kirsten.
Every color inside of you. Well, you'll be olive or pumpkin or turquoise or jade, and at times you'll be fuchsia or chestnut or gray. But if you're all of the above, you don't need to feel blue, 'cause you have every color inside of you. Oh, 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 la, da, da, oh, oh, la, da, oh, I love you.
Now that you've all been shown what Paint and Sounds concept is all about, and its title is Paint and Sounds. Weave words into stories, into meditations, as onto cloth, as if to make tapestries hung on stark castle walls to provide warmth and illuminate pageantry and common deeds. Stroke the canvas with brushes, hint at meanings, evoke emotions as if to write them onto scrolls kept on plain wooden monastery tables to preserve the wisest, the most valuable. Someone will roam these places and discover them. Send out your stories. Someone will hear. Thanks again to all the people who made tonight possible. It's been a beautiful evening, and safe travels home.